Sri Chakra wasini Devi Namaste. Shivakama Sundari Devi Namaste. Shri Krishna Sodari Devi Namaste. Rajajeshwari Devi Namaste. Rajajeshwari Devi Namaste. Padmadala Lochani Devi Namaste. Bhakta Paripalini Devi Namaste. पर्वतवर्तिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. करुणाविलासिनी देवी नमस्ते. कात्यायनी गौरी देवी नमस्ते. कदम्बवनवासिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. शक्ति परमेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. शंभुमन मोहिनी देवी नमस्ते. शंकरी कृपाकरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अन्नपूर्णेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अखिलांडेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अभयप्रदायिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. सत्यस्वरूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. सद्गुरु रूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. धर्मस्वरूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अखंड परिपूरणी देवी नमस्ते. आदि पराशक्ति देवी नमस्ते. अखिल परिपालिनी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. अनाथ रक्षकी देवी नमस्ते. सौभाग्यदायिनी देवी नमस्ते. संतान फलप्रदे देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. पाहि भुवनेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. श्री विद्यारूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. शक्ति स्वरूपिणी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. राजराजेश्वरी देवी नमस्ते. We are learning about Tripura, Maa Tripura, Tripura Sundari, who is the female primordial energy. Without her, nothing can come into existence. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, I am the seed-giving father. And he just says that and then he continues. But who is the mother? Who is taking care of everything? He gives the seed and then who takes care of everything? Bhagavan has said that different places, that Maya, my Maya, she is very divine and she bewilders everybody. But those who know me know this Maya and they go beyond the Maya. So who is that Maya? Who is that greatest Maya? Somewhere she is referred as Yog Maya. Somewhere she is referred as Mahamaya. Who is it? That is Ma Bhagavati Lalita Tripura Sundari. So we are learning about her glories. Let me remind you the story. Parashuram, who had a big fight with Lord Ram, and then he was on his way, and then he was thinking what anger can do, how bad anger is. And then while he was thinking like this, he met Samvart Rishi, who is the son of Angira. And Samvart Rishi guided him to Dattatreya. And Parashuram, he walked towards the direction through the mountains, and then he met Dattatreya. On the way, he was thinking about everything that life has to offer. No matter how rich somebody becomes, no matter how many women somebody keeps, it's not going to give you happiness. The more the richness, people think being very rich being very wealthy will bring you happiness. And he kept thinking about the faults, defects, the problems of being rich. A rich person's family, sometimes his own wife and the children would want that person to die early so that they can enjoy the riches. And he's all left alone. A rich person may have many wives, many girlfriends. Not only a rich person, any person. It's normal. Men go after women, lusting. And Parshuram was thinking, what is that lust all about? What are they lusting for? What are they lusting for? That body, which they think is beautiful, is nothing but extra pounds of flesh everywhere. And that flesh, the output of that body is just sweat, pus. Urine and poop. For that, people lust and waste this valuable life. So one has to think like this. So he was thinking like this, and then in his thoughts he kept walking, and then he goes and sees one sadhu in one mountain, and he asked, "Oh, is this the place of Dattatreya?" And then the person says, "Yes, I will take you to Dattatreya." And he goes to Dattatreya. When he sees Dattatreya, so today we will see what happens when he meets Dattatreya. Tadadarshanam Mahatmanam Tejo Rashim Manuttamam Tamalako Maladalanila Nalatanu Chavim Pullaraji Vanayanam Rakendu Pratimananam Navavidruma Samandanta Danta Chadda Virajitam Mandasmitati Saundarya Prabhapurna Digantaram Prodamukta Pankti Shobha Paribhavi Dvijavilam. So this person, this sadhu, took him to Dattatreya's ashram, and Bhagwan Dattatreya is sitting there, and he's looking very beautiful. He has a little darkish complexion, and there's so much of radiance on his face, very bright. And with the darkish complexion, he's smiling, and with his smile also, he's like radiating light everywhere. And when he smiled, he looked at Parshuram and he smiled, and his teeth were very beautiful, just like white pearls. And he had very strong chest and beautiful neckline. And on his stomach, there were 3 lines, and his hands were all red. Red hands are like indicative of good health. When your hands are reddish and pinkish, it means there is good blood circulation. So a person who is sick will have a pale hands. But here, his hands are all red. So he's looking very beautiful, and very beautiful, very sublime, and very youthful. So Parshuram looks at Dattatreya, all in awe. How beautiful, how handsome. Wow, what radiance. His smile. And he looks so youthful. And then while he was seeing that, then 2 ladies enter there to Dattatreya. And these 2 ladies are carrying wine in their hands. And they offer it to Dattatreya. Dattatreya takes the wine, and he makes the ladies sit around him. Parshuram sees. See, Parshuram has come from a background which is very kingly. He has fought and he has seen all this. He's just like a materialistic man. Any materialistic man, who has lived in the world like this. Wine, women, wealth. And then he understands how useless they are. And then he's going on the path, and he's trying to go on the path of spirituality. And then he meets a guru like this, and he has heard so much about Dattatreya, and now he's going and seeing Dattatreya, and Dattatreya sits there. So in your mind, you already have an image. Oh, this guru will be like something different. And Dattatreya just takes wine in front of him, and these 2 ladies are sitting near him. Anyways, Dattatreya is one of the energy Dattatreya created out of his own Shakti. Okay, Dattatreya was very powerful. From his own mental Shakti, he could create things. So he had created one Shakti, which is called as Anagha. So Dattatreya Shakti is worshipped as Anagha. People will call him, it is his wife or anything. But no, it is his own Shakti that he has created. We are living in a world where we are creating so many things every day. So it becomes very easy. If everybody can have an Alexa at everybody's home who is guiding you, then why, and or a Siri who is guiding you all the time. Siri and Alexa look like real person, don't they? Many times. Oh, next thing, the chat GPT. So my daughter taught me in Snapchat, this chat GPT can talk to you. Talk to you means you type and that person will give, whatever that robot is, will give you replies. So I tried. And it is so real. You talk to that person and that robotic chat GPT, whatever in Snapchat is, it gives you this such a beautiful replies. And now it has come in Hindi also. So I'm like, wow. And we are living in a world where we are experiencing things which was already mentioned in our books. And every time, whenever my daughter teaches me something like this, I'm like, I know it is already mentioned in the scriptures. She's like, now don't start. It was mentioned in scriptures. I'm like, yeah. Science has to still go where my scriptures have already touched. Yes, I feel I'm talking to that robot is really replying to me very nicely. Chat GPT, the animation that it creates, unbelievable. I think something in my head and I'm able to create. If we can reach there, what are the scientists doing? They are harnessing the power of the mind. We have to just get there. Once upon a time, computers used to be IBM mainframes. Then they reduced to desktop with something behind. Then they became laptop. Then they came on the hand, palm top. Things has become so smaller. Very soon it will become only just click of your finger and you will be able to access anything anywhere. It will be that easy because these things has been done. Times changed, wars happened, technologies died. Again, it is being rediscovered in some other form. Things which were there are always there. So when we read in our scriptures, like Dattatreya created energies, 2 ladies out of his own mental power. It is possible. Not everything has to have lust. It can be created. So, anyways, that was just an explanation. So Parashuram comes and he sees Dattatreya sitting there so divine in his form and everything, and then he sees these 2 ladies. So it's obviously in his mind things will be like, what am I seeing? Is it how it has to be? And then in his mind he says, no, I should not think like this. I spoke to Samvarth Rishi. Samvarth Rishi will not misguide me. He can't send me to somebody who is not right. I must just believe what Dattatreya is the greatest. If Dattatreya is not the greatest, he should. Then he looks around. Oh, it's not just the 2 ladies in the vine that I should focus on. Oh, there are so many saints sitting here around him. If he was that bad, why would these saintly people sit around him? And I should not forget the saint who brought me here. They all became saintly because of his company. It's only my mind, because my mind is crooked. Probably I was in wine and women. That's why I'm thinking, because in the world where I lived, all the kings are like that. All powerful people are like that. I come from a world where powerful people, their power is displayed by the wine and the women they keep. But this is Dattatreya. His power is not this. I should not get deluded. I should know Rishi Samvarth cannot send me to a place which is not right. And all the saints around him and the aura that is radiating, his smile, I should not get bewildered. I should not get confused. Otherwise, I'll think he's somebody else. I should just listen to him. Dattatreya is sitting there. Dattatreya can read the mind. He's like, what, Parashuram? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What brings you here today? I've heard so many things about you. You have gone on a conquering spree. You conquered so much. People talk about your bravery, of your valor, of your fights, of your wars, how you controlled the Kshatriyas, and now you have so much of things with you. Wonderful. After gaining all that, I hope you are peaceful now. After all the war should bring peace. I hope you are peaceful now. You have vented out all the anger on killing those Kshatriya clans. Hopefully all your anger is gone now. You have become victorious on so many people. I hope you are victorious on your anger too. I heard that after doing everything, you gave everything to Kashyap and then you were meditating on that Brahma, that the superconscious form. I hope you have attained that state of peacefulness. What makes you come here? You see, once upon a time, if you have heard stories about me, probably you are thinking I'm a great renunciant. Yeah. Once upon a time, I followed this path very stringent. I was very stringent on this path. I was like almost fanatic. I followed that path of vairagya or renunciation. But then I realized everybody has two weaknesses. The weakness of the genitals and the weakness of the mouth, the tongue. No matter how strong somebody is, now here indirectly he's giving the lesson. Because Parashuram had forget about the genitals, he definitely had a problem with his tongue. If he started talking in anger, it would be very difficult to control. When we say problems of the tongue, this is what the tongue is. In anger, you will say things which when you come back to normalcy, you'll be like, why did I say that? How can I say that? What happened to me? Anger is so bad. It happened to be like when I was young, when I was in 12th grade or so, I had a very good friend, school friend. And one day I got angry for something, I don't know what. Because I told you, anger, it used to just come like. I got angry and I just said something to her in anger. And the problem with anger is, especially my anger, I just forget after that. And then I'll be the same laughing person and talking nicely. Now, this girl who was a very good friend of mine, she stopped talking to me. One day I'm walking on the street, she sees me and she just turns her face. 12th grade, we are just kids, you see. And I am like, what just happened? Why she becomes like this? So I just followed her and I stopped her on the way. And I'm like, what happened? Why are you not talking to me? Why are you behaving like this? She's like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, what? You hurted me. I said, did I hurt you? What did I say? Then she said, you said so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. I'm like, really? I'm so sorry. I don't even remember one thing that I said to you. Extremely sorry. It came out of my anger. Maybe you just triggered me for something I must have spoken, but I don't remember. I don't mean it. At that moment, I just spoke something. But I'm really sorry. You must know my nature. I'm not that person. And you cannot sacrifice so many years of friendship for just one little small argument. Just forget it. So yeah, we became friends again. But then, yeah, it was certain moments like this were awakening moments for me. That yes, I have this. And my father, he will poke me how to control it. It takes time to control anger. It happens. But you have to realize that, yes, in anger, you speak things which might be hurtful, which you never meant. But because of anger, in Gita Bhagavan said, in anger, you get bewildered, your mind just loses control, you just forget everything, and then you say something which should not be said. This is what anger is. And then your tongue, it just speaks. So one is what you must speak from this tongue. Apriyam mavada, satyam vada, apriyam mavada. Always speak the truth and do not say things which will hurt others. Do not be like that. But how will that happen? Only when you are aware. If a person falls, he falls because of the tongue. Always speak the truth. Do not lie. Do not be hurtful to others. Do not, and then eat the right food. If you, especially in those times, nowadays people eat non-veg, but non-veg just comes like a packaged food. So people don't realize. But in those days, if you have to eat food, you have to sacrifice an animal. To sacrifice an animal, two things you have to fill in your head. One is that anger, one is the greed, something. So you defile your mind just because of your tongue. So every time we have to be very careful of this tongue. If the tongue is controlled, the genital will be controlled very soon. So here, Dattatreya is just teasing now. He's having his fun. He looks at Parashuram, he's like, why have you come to me? What can I give you? You see, in this world, everybody falls because of this tongue and this genital. I also fell down. You see this wine and this woman. You know, Parashuram, really those who are really nice, there's an ego called Satvik Ahankar, Satvik ego. Sometimes people who are very pure, who are walking on the path of spirituality, they have this ego. Oh, I am holier than thou. Who are you? I am a pure total vegetarian. You non-veg eaters. I chant so many Dhammalas. You don't chant? Sinners. I am pure. So, people have this ego, which is called a Sattvic ego. They are good. They are following the right path, but they have the ego. I have more knowledge than you. The ego. So here he is like, Parashuram is, Bhagavan Dattatreya is literally poking him, like, slightly giving him. He's like, yeah, why have you come to me? All those people who are good, who have good consciousness, who are in the mode of goodness, you see, they don't want to be with me anymore. What brings you here? You're already on the path of purification. You're already practicing. Why have you come here? Here you can see there's only mind and women. Are you interested in that? The urge of the genital and the urge of the tongue. I can understand it. It is very common. I also fell for it. Dattatreya does not fall for it. He's just having fun. Okay. Dattatreya. That is why before coming to this chapter, I spent so many weeks on reading about Dattatreya from Srimad Bhagavatam, because that is where his main character comes. Because if somebody comes directly here, and if they read about Dattatreya like this, their mind will get, if somebody has a corrupted by the world mind, okay. As I told you, when somebody is materialistic, who are into this world, where there is only wine, women, talk of lust and greed, then if they come and if they listen to this chapter, and then they see Bhagavan Dattatreya like this, their mind will be like, Dekha, all these sadhus are also like this. So no, for us, we are on the path of purification. So we have to always remember who Bhagavan Dattatreya was. And that is why I started with Srimad Bhagavatam. And I told you about the 24 gurus of Dattatreya. Just think of what his mind was. He saw the Pingla, the prostitute. He kept watching her to learn from her, not to go and satisfy his lust. And he learned from Pingla. He has learned from so many things. He says this body also is a guru. And this body teaches detachment. Remember that lecture? Last thing he says, after all the gurus he mentions, and he says, this body is the biggest guru because this body teaches detachment. What is a detachment? This body is not mine. I thought it is mine. But if it was mine, it would have listened to me. This mind, if I thought it was mine, it would have listened to me. This body also does not listen to me. It is becoming old day by day. If it was my body, as I say, my body, me, my. If it was my body, if I told it, oh, the hair do not gray. The hair should not gray. Oh, the skins do not sag. The skin should not sag. Oh, the eyes, stop losing your power of vision. It should stop. My body, I'm so proud of this body, and this body does not listen to me. My mind. I tell it, don't go in the direction. It still wants to harbor lusty thoughts. If it gets angry on somebody, my mind does not listen to me. And I keep saying, मेरा मन तो बड़ा अच्छा है, मैं तो बहुत अच्छी हूँ. My mind is so good. I'm so good. What is this good mind? When it does not listen to me. So biggest guru is this body which has taught me detachment. This also will leave me one day and go. I don't have to be attached to anything. So this guru, Dattatreya, is detached to his body, okay? He's sitting with wine and women. You think he will have anything? He knows what these bodies are. Nothing. Bodies means full of filth. His mind is very clear. He's an avdut. But when Parashuram came, he played this leela, this illusion. This illusion was created. Do not think he is like this, okay? He is not. This illusion was created. And gurus do that sometimes. Gurus want to see, why have you come? How strong you're in the path. How strongly you want to follow the path. Sometimes the guru will talk so much worldly things that you will be like, why is he talking to me like this? Because he wants to know. What's your intention? So Dattatreya is just teasing him. Why have you come? Good people don't come to me. You see, saintly people have left me and gone. What is your purpose to come here? You will not gain anything here. Parashuram says, Bhagavan, I know who you are. Gurudev, I know you are my guru. Samvarth, Rishi Samvarth have sent me here. Please do not talk to me like this. I understand. I have come to you to learn the highest truth. I am really surrendering myself to you. I am really frustrated at whatever I have gained in life. I know I've gained it all. I know you're talking all this language. I have seen enough of the world. I have seen enough of the world. I have seen enough wealth. I have seen enough women. I have seen enough intoxication. I have seen enough of meat eating. I have seen every joy that you say, or the worldly joy, I have seen enough. But I have no interest. I'm tired of it. So please, I have come to you. I was very fortunate on the way I met Samvarth Muni. Do not talk to me like this, my Gurudev. You cannot bewilder me anymore. You cannot delude me anymore. I am seeing all these saints who are sitting like bumblebees at your lotus feet. I do not see the wine and the woman. I don't see that. My eyes are not there. My eyes are at this saintly people surrounding your feet. I know why they are sitting here. What they have gone, what they have gotten from you, my Gurudev, I want it from you. Please do not doubt me. Please do not doubt me. My intentions are very clear. I have not come here for anything else. I have surrendered to you. Ananya gatiradyatvam daya piyushavaridhim dina sansritir kanta durga brahmana kataraha dukkadavagni jatila jwala mala kulashayah vancha madhyanhattarni kiranai paritapitah दैवात् संवर्त सन्मार्गं प्राप्त्या सिदतवानहं स्रवच्छीतलपीयूषमक्रन्दा अवालकम्. He says, I know your talks are just as sweet as honey, and that is why whatever you just spoke, everybody sitting here to take the nectar that flows, those nectarian words that flows from when you speak. So I have come down to your lotus feet. I have surrendered myself to your lotus feet. I want you to please consider me. I also want to benefit from the nectarian words that you speak. I have realized that wealth, son, women, wife, even if I get the whole world, the whole earth, if I become the king of it, still, what is the use? They are all temporary. Not only temporary, they gave you pain in the end. I have gotten all, but in the end, what am I left with? With this temporariness? What can this luxury give me? Nothing. If a person is blind, even if you light thousands of lamps in front of him, what is the use of the 1,000 lamp if the person is blind? Similarly, what is the use of this luxury if temporariness, if I do not know the reality? Hey Bhagwan, ocean of compassion, please be graceful of me. I have surrendered myself at your lotus feet. So when he spoke this humbly, so much in a requesting tone, Bhagwan Dattatreya, he smiled. He's compassionate. He was just testing him. And then he smiles and he says, my son, sadhu, whatever you just spoke, sadhu means very good. Whatever you spoke was very, very good. What you are asking is a good question. Yes, if somebody can know himself, if somebody can know him as the spirit soul, know his real self. Bhagavan says, Dattatreya says, that is the right path. It is very tough, but the highest duty is to know yourself. He says, this world, Dattatreya says, this world is like a Indrajal. Indrajal means something like a magical place. Everything's like magic here, everything that appears is like an illusion. So he says, this world is like a illusion. How many times you have heard the word illusion? In Gita, you talk the same, that Bhagavan, everywhere you're talking the same. But the main thing is, we have to start practicing. Every experience that you're going, and you react so much in that experience. You have sleepless nights. You have restless days. Even after having an army of people around you, tons of wealth or no people, whatever the situation is. It is the whole world is full of only misery. I knew somebody, that lady was around 45 years old. She had not married. So her goal is, what mantra can I chant so that I can marry? Then another 45-year-old lady, she's frustrated with her life because the husband doesn't look at her. She wants to give divorce. So one 45-year-old wants to give divorce, one 45-year-old looking for a marriage. Both of them are in trouble. Some people have kids. Good kids, great. Bad kids, worse. Whatever you have, somebody is having something, somebody is lacking something, but both are in trouble. So the person who has gone through a very horrible marriage experience, if that person meets another person who's looking for marriage, this person will say, don't get into this. Why are you getting into this? I'm telling you, it is not that great. But the other person, no, I want to marry. It's okay. You experience it. I want to experience too. I'm looking for a partner. And this person like, there's no thing called partner. You see? So this is what is illusion all about. All the experiences that you go in life is all just illusion. And Dattatreya is telling Parashuram, Parashuram, this world is nothing but an illusory place. And in this illusion, if you have to come out of this illusion, you have to know yourself. You have to know your spirit soul. If somebody knows his existence, he'll be out of it. And he says, people don't realize this and they go on playing this game of illusion for birth after birth after birth after birth. Now tell me, what exactly do you want? When the Dattatreya spoke like this, Parashuram was very thrilled. Every hair on his body is standing. He's like so happy right now because Dattatreya is now talking nicely to him. And he says, Pranipatya prashnayatah samaha prapta vishtarah kritanjalir madhuragreya sunnataya tada Maharaja Guru Swami tvai tushte maheshware kim labhyamya astadnya diha loke paratracha. Now he got very ecstatic, and then he just fell down at his feet again, and he said, "O Bhagwan, Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, O Guru, O Swami, O Master, you are to me directly Shiva. You are like Lord Shiva to me. You are happy, I have got everything. Seeing you happy, I have got everything. I do not desire for anything. I'm telling you again. You are Lord Shiva to me. Today I am seeing Shiva in the form of a Guru. I do not desire anything. You are very happy, and that's what I wanted. I have suffered enough. I have gone through this cycle of life for a long time. And I'm very tired now. And I know what happens in the world. There are only two things which is troubling everybody. Kam and krodh, quench and kamani, lust and greed, and anger. So he's saying desires and anger. These are the two things that is prevalent in the world, and that is making people go round and round. So many desires, whether fulfilled or unfulfilled, they end up in anger, disgust, frustration. Anger means not the fighting anger all the time. It's like, what's the use type? You are angry with your life. You are angry with yourself. What's the use? I did so much for this person. What's the use? I'm doing so much for this person. What's the use? This is anger, self-anger. Not only fighting with others, but self. Angry over life, angry, frustrated with life. This is all anger. It is happening because of your desires and expectations. So he says the whole world is only desires and expectations. And if you don't get it, angry. If you get it also, you're upset. So I have seen enough. And me, myself, he said, I have also burnt in this whole day and whole night. There is no way I experienced any peacefulness. And I know for sure every human being, male, female, animals, birds, reptiles, aquatic animals, the rich, the poor, the governors, the chief ministers, the prime ministers, the kings, everyone. Everyone is burning day in and day out because of these two things, desire and anger. Gandharva, Yakshas, Siddhas, all those who are in Devi Yoni, means celestial planets, I have seen even them being competitive and burning for this. Rakshas, Indra, everybody. They are all burning in their desires. I have seen it. I want to experience some coolness in my life. I want everything to cool down now. I don't want to burn any further. I have come to you. This whole world is like a burning jungle. And I am like that elephant who is running away from that burning jungle. And now when I have come to you, I feel like I'm going to take, it's like a sarovar, it's like a pond. Your presence is like a pond or like a river where I can just jump in. I'll be saved from this burning jungle. out there. So I am like that elephant who was running from this burning jungle, and this place, this ashram of yours, is like that river where I can hide, where I can be, and I can always feel that chillness, because I am done with burning. I don't want to be burning with this unlimited desires and anger. I'm done with it. I really want to take refuge in your river, your ashram. Dattatreya was very happy. Dattatreya says, Parashuram, you are sinless. Dayamane vane ganga madhyastha eva sindura tatham bhavata samyak bodhita syamiti puruprabhu. Idi tadvakyam akarnya Dattatreya mahamano avadatta shubham vani maharshyan bhargavam muni. He says, हे परशुराम, तुमने निष्पाप कहा है मेरी बातों से, सुनो. He says, O Parashuram, you are sinless. Now listen to what I say. Whatever I will say will be very good for you. And then he goes on. Definitely, today, at this moment, all those merits that you had collected, merits of good karmas, because of those merits of good karma, you have come to this point where you are desiring to know yourself, where you have left the burning jungle of this world, and you have made this resolution to walk on the spiritual path. O Parashuram, definitely, Maa Tripura has blessed you. Mahaphalam vyasit maratte hi falodayah. Tad vina jnana yogena na siddhyati kadachana sarvesham prane namatma sakshadeva parashivah swamaya vaibhava shashvat atmanam vindan param sankoche sarvashaktinam swayam sankuchitas. This, what you are looking for, cannot be had without Jnana Yoga. So again, same thing what we are reading in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan Krishna talks about Jnana Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Get the knowledge, get the knowledge, get the knowledge. And practice it, practice it, practice it. Same thing Dattatreya is saying. This is not possible to understand yourself. If you think the world is burning, world inside you is burning. And to come out of that, you have to know the jnana, you have to have the knowledge. So Bhagavan Dattatreya is saying the same thing. Tad vina jnana yogena na siddhyati kanchana kadachana. It cannot be had without having the jnana yoga. So have the knowledge. And I've always explained there are three ways. One is hearing, another is contemplating, and third is practicing, putting in your life. So we are hearing every day. Contemplation is very necessary. Contemplation of what? Like how is contemplating on the temporariness of the world and all those lures, glamour of the world that we are attracted to and we fall for it. And then we literally fall down and get hurt. So all those glamours, all those things that we are running behind. And we thought, this will give me happiness, that will give me happiness. If I don't get this, I'm unhappy. Think. What can make you happy? People look for happiness, and love from others. You have to first learn to love yourself. The happiness is inside you. You are the one who can give happiness to others. You don't look for happiness from others. You become that person, always happy. You love yourself and give love to others. You love yourself. What is it that you're looking from the other person? Nobody can give you. They themselves are bereft of love and joy. And you're looking for love and joy from other person. They themselves don't know. And you also behaving, you also don't know. But the person who's on the spiritual path knows. He has the knowledge. That's why he knows. So here also he says, most important thing is without Jnana Yoga, it is impossible. Whatever is there in this world, there is nothing truth. Everything is unreal. Asat. Everything that is you are seeing is very nice is illusionary. But why is this illusion appearing real? Why is this unreal thing appearing real? That you must know. That one reality, because of which the unreal world looks like real. You must go for that. It's like when the husband likes the wife likes the husband, or the husband likes the wife. If one of them dies, what happens? While he was alive, you were just hugging and embracing that person so much. Oh, I love you, I cannot be without you. And when the body dies, within 1 hour or 2 hours, you will cry, you will miss the presence. But the mind will start preparing, right? Okay, the body has to go. So what was it that you were loving? The body. What happened? Now the body is going. What happened? You're crying. What was it that you're loving? The body went away, but the love remains. What was it that you were loving? Why the body seemed so attractive? If the body was that attractive, then the dead body also you must love. But no, right now it is unattractive. Same body for whom 50 years, 60 years, 70 years of your life you have loved. Now that body is unattractive just because it died. You get afraid. Oh, take the body away. It will become a ghost. And if they come in your dreams also, you are afraid. Oh, they are coming in my dreams. You're afraid. Is it a ghost that is coming in my dream? People talk. Oh, my ancestors are coming. Why are you afraid? They were your parents when they were in the body. A person in knowledge knows the reality, why they were loving a body or why somebody has become what. They know that one tattva, that one reality, spirit, soul. It has come from the greater spirit. And what is that spirit? Spirit is Bhagavan or Tripura Sundari. What is that spirit? What is that source? From where we have come, a person in knowledge knows that. Beyond this ordinary relationship, he establishes that relation was there already with the Supreme, but now he's aware of it completely, that relation with the Supreme. So here he's saying that without knowing that, it will be very difficult. Everything he says, whatever you see, there is a Shiva Tattva in it. Shiva in it. It is out of Shiva. Without Shiva's presence, nothing is possible. So everything that you see is Lord Shiva. And how is it running? Because of Shiva's Shakti. And what is that Shiva Shakti? It is called Ichha Shakti. Shiva's desire. Shiva's desire is Ichha Shakti, and that Shakti, that energy is running this world. That energy is what made you attracted towards somebody. That energy is what makes you fall in love. Love your kids, love your friends, love the situation, love that. That energy is the most attractive energy and creates illusion everywhere. That is Shiva's desire energy. Ichha Shakti. Everything, without that Shakti, without that energy, nothing is there. And that energy itself is called your soul. It is in your body. Your body is running because of that energy. You fall in love with somebody talking so sweetly to you. You like the word. You like the sound. You like the songs. We fall in love with Lata Mangeshkar because of her singing. We have never met her. But when Lata comes, oh, Lata, how she sang. We are in love with that voice. That Shakti, that energy. And that energy is what is in you. People fall in love with you. They don't realize the love is not the body. The love is that energy, that Tripura. And she is inside your soul. The more purified your soul becomes, the more that good quality starts reflecting out of you. Your vibes will become beautiful and beautiful and beautiful. People will be attracted towards you for no reason, because your soul is becoming beautiful. Your vibes are becoming beautiful. That energy, the soul quality is coming out nicely. So here he says, the one who realizes this, immediately their illusion is gone. Tasmat pratyabhigyanan mohanasho satidrutam. By this, all the illusion is gone, and sati drutam. There is a word called sati here. Sati means awareness. So your illusion is gone, and your sati means your awareness, will be there permanent. So it doesn't happen, like your vision, your awareness, your spiritual awareness. I always say spiritual person is very aware. He's aware of everything. So your spiritual awareness will be so strong, no illusion will pull you anymore. Even if you get pulled in the illusion, you are knowingly getting pulled in the illusion. You are knowingly doing everything. When you come out of that illusion, you are knowingly still out of the illusion. You will fall in love, but you're knowingly falling in love. You'll come out of love, knowingly you come out of love. At the moment of love, you enjoy the moment of love. When you're out of love, you're still enjoying. There's no pain. Everything is just a part of that spirit soul. It is that Tripura everywhere. So here he's using the word Tasmat apratyaya bhigyanan mohanashe sati drutam. All the illusion and gone, and then that person is in sati mati. When we read the Sankhya Yoga, there is a word called Samma Sati. Samma Sati means Samyak Sati, Samyak awareness. That is a part of Samadhi. Samma Vayama, Samma Sati. So Samadhi. In Samadhi, your mind is very clear. Your mind is not getting deluded. You are seeing the illusion very well. You have seen the illusion, and then you come back to the world and play in that illusion knowingly. You know how to come out of it, how to enter it, and how not to get affected by it. Samadhi. Always in that awareness of the moment. Power of now, they say, right? Awareness of this moment. They know. This is what it is said. Antarvahi sarvatascha ganga antar dvipayago yatha. And then he says, that person is very awakened, enlightened, and he can see everything inside and out. And how do you achieve that state? Shitalam bhavam bheti nanyatha yatna koti bihi, without becoming shital, without becoming peaceful. This is not possible to understand. So first thing that you have to develop is peacefulness of the mind. Peacefulness of the mind. How do you develop peacefulness of the mind? So many things. Why is the mind at unrest? You analyze that. There will be vices in you, there will be virtues in you. Virtues will make you feel very peaceful. Vices will make you very restless. So be aware of that vice, take away those vices. Certain virtues which will make you peaceful, develop those virtues. Things you have to do to develop your mind and be at a peaceful state. So he says, Shitalam bhavam abhyeti nanyatha yatna koti bihi. No matter how much you try, but if your mind is not peaceful, you will not receive this. Tad jnanam durlabam loke durlaksham vishya atmabhihi. And the knowledge of this is very difficult. And those who are very attached to the world, is written very clearly. Vishaya atmabhihi, durlaksham vishya atmabhihi. Those who are very attached to the world, this knowledge will be very difficult. So you have to become detached. And you have to practice it. Vina parashaktim kripam naiva labhyam kadachana. And without the blessings of Tripura, without the blessing of that greatest Shakti, it is not possible to achieve this. Ata ado sarvajane sevyasa Tripurambika. And therefore, in the beginning, one must worship that Bhagavati Ma Tripura. Sevanam tu vina bhaktya durlabha janma kotibhi. Sapi tasya sumahima karnena vinayatha. He says that even first you have to go and approach Ma Tripura Sundari. You have to take blessing from her. And how will you get the blessing for her? From her, he says, Sevanam tu vina bhaktya. Without devotion, without bhakti, it is not possible to get her blessings. We are learning a book which is Tantragam, Tantra scriptures. But what is the word used? Bhakti. Vina bhaktya, sevanam tu vina bhaktya, durlabha janma koti bhi. Durlabh hai, koti janmon mein bhi durlabh hai. Agar माँ त्रिपुरा के प्रति भक्ति नहीं है तो सारा तंत्र है, लेकिन तंत्र के अंदर भक्ति नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं है. If you do not have devotion towards her feet, no matter how much ritualistic stuff you know, no matter how much yantras you know, or mantras you know, or pranayams you know, or poses you know, or whatever you know, no matter what you know, all you're perfect in all ritualistic things. But if you lack devotion, the blessing is not going to flow. Who is saying it? Bhagavan Dattatreya. So he's saying, Sevanam tu vina bhaktya durlabha janma kotibhi sapi tasya sumahima karnena vinayatata. And how will you develop devotion? Okay, got it. We have to take her blessing. And that blessing will flow when we have devotion towards her. How will we develop devotion towards her? He says, without listening about her, without knowing her glories, you will not be able to develop that devotion. Without her mahima, you have to know her importance, her glories. You have to know her stories. People chant Lalita Sahasranam, they still don't know who Lalita is. They chant Lalita Sahasranam thinking, oh, Lalita is some Devi who will give me something. They do not know the greatness of the Lalita Tripura Sundari. She's everything. That's why they come up with questions. Oh, should I pray to Lakshmi? Should I pray to Saraswati? Should I pray to this, that? If you know the glories of Lalita, you will not need to go anywhere. If you know the knowledge of Gita, you will not need to go anywhere. Simple. That's how it is. Two of the greatest things you have got right now. Bhagavad Gita and Ma Lalita. Lalita Tripura Sundari. What else you want in life? You've got the greatest, two of the greatest things. So Dattatreya Bhagwan. And who is speaking? Dattatreya Bhagwan. Gurus. Look at your gurus who are speaking. Bhagwan Dattatreya. Bhagwan Krishna. They are speaking such glories. And he's saying, without the blessing of Tripura, you can't get this knowledge. And to get the blessing, you have to have devotion. And how do you develop devotion? By listening to her glorious stories. By listening to all the great things that she has done. Tasmat prayatnena janai sada susradhaya yutaihi shrotavya kirtitavya Tripurayaha Parakatha. That is why everybody should make an effort to listen. Shravan comes, the bhakti comes here now. Shrotavyaha, listen. Kirtitavyaha, sing her glories. Listen to her glories, sing her glories. Sumahima karnena, how do you listen? Through the ears. Listen her glories through your ears. Sumahima karnena vina tatha. So to develop this, you have to listen all the stories and you have to talk about the stories. Sunvanto anudinam saiva dridam bhaktim prayachati. When you hear about her stories every day, sudinam, anudinam. Shunvato, by listening to her stories every day, what will happen? Dridham bhaktim prayachati. You will get bhakti, you will get devotion, which is very, very strong. Yaya asadya param seva samapnoti abhayam padam. And by getting that, what will happen? He says there is no other way, okay? There is no other way. By developing bhakti, what happens? You will get the abhay pad. You will become fearless. You will reach that higher position, highest pad. What else you want? Nanya pathanstasya bhavet padyasya prapane kvachit. He says, there is no other way. There is no other way. Ata ado parashadhya kartavya mahimashruto. That is why. What is the way? One is worship Tripura Sundari. How you worship? Devotion. Develop devotion. How do you develop devotion? By listening and singing her glories. And there is no other way. By doing this, what will happen? Your devotion will become stronger and stronger and stronger every day. By your devotion becoming stronger, what will happen? You will get the Abhay. You'll get it. That's why he's telling. That's why first thing you must do is you must have Shraddha. Ado Shraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangha Tatha Bhajan Kriya. Have I not been talking about this in Bhakti? He is also saying the same thing. First thing, have Shraddha. Shraddha means that faith. Faith in the stories. Faith in this Purana. Ata adau para shraddha. Adau shraddha tatha sadhu sango. Adau para shraddha kartavya mahimashruto. And that is why this says mahimashruto. Shruto means satsanga. Says first you develop that shraddha, then you listen to her glories. And what will happen by listening to her glories? Saiva kalpataru nrinam vanjitartha prasadane. By listening to her glories, all your heartfelt desires will be fulfilled. What are your desires? Certain material desires, they'll be fulfilled. The biggest desire, seeing Maa, that also will be fulfilled. How? Shrotavya, kirtitavya, sumaima, karnena. By listening about her glories through your ears and speaking her glories. Iti Shrimadi iti Hasottame Sri Tripura Rahasya Mahatmya Khanda Shashto Adhyaya. So now we finish the 6th chapter. Tomorrow we'll start the next chapter, 7th chapter, 8th chapter. There is a story which we are going to listen tomorrow. We'll end up the class. I'll take your comments and we'll stop it. All right. The Guru Gunjaran helps with process of controlling breath in Sushumna, like you said in BG class. I can understand that when I practice. But Ma, my question is, when we do this Gunjaran practice and we reach to a point when meditation feels nice stage, then can we do Atma Darshan? Yes. What does it mean to have Atma Darshan? What are we seeing actually? You'll come to know as we learn the Sankhya more. We are going there. You'll come to know everything. Pingla was one of his guru. Yes. For Sita Pragya Ma, you said we need to choose one path. I am chanting different mantras now, Sri Vidya Sadhana, Krishna Yogal mantra, because I am at this level now, where I feel empowered when I chant Vagbij, Lalita, Baglamukhi mantra, and Yugal mantra. For Yugal mantra also, I pray to the Yugal Jodi, that I may grow my love for them, and this love to fill my heart and completely satisfy me, so I am not reaching out other objects to satisfy myself. It is believed that I will have only one moment at death to strictly remember God. Yes. Will my mind be trained well when I can chant multiple mantras? You have spent time in the ICUs from your experience, Ma. Do you think mind will be trained to remember God at death? Yes. Yes, it will be remembered. Don't worry. If you chant Lalita Sahasranam, that which is the deepest in your subconscious mind, you will know it. You should know it. Which form you are naturally attracted and why you are doing what. That question you must ask yourself. Why are you doing Baglamukhi? Why are you doing Lalita? I will not be able to tell why you are doing. You are doing it because you have thought of something, right? So, but and why you are doing Krishna? What is so the biggest, whichever the form is, like you have the strongest attraction. Right now you are confused because there are certain desires because of which you are doing everything. At one point there will be no desires. I love all the forms. There's no desire asking. I love all the forms. I talk about Tripura. I am fully in love with her at that moment. This moment of me and her is me and her. She's my mother. Similarly, when I love my beloved Shri Krishna, I'm fully in love with him. For 24 hours, if you ask me, wake me up in the night, and you know, the only person who will come is Shri Krishna. It's not that I don't love Radharani. I love her also. I love everybody. But the strongest attraction is Shri Krishna. Right? Because there is no other distraction to me. I love talking about all of them because they gave me so much love. So main thing when I'm talking about all of them is I'm enjoying these loving moments. When I speak Tripura Rahasya, I enjoy speaking to her out of love. It's my chat with her, which everybody is listening. All of you are my family and we are part and parcel of one big family sitting together and discussing about our mother. So it is sort of love. Similarly, when I'm thinking about Krishna, it is sort of love. But throughout the day, whom I'm thinking about mostly is about Krishna. So when I die, the subconscious mind will bring Krishna. You're getting it? And when I die and I go, Krishna will be there, Tripura Sundari will be there, all of them will be there, because in that world, there is no difference. They come here, they come. Everybody will be there. So you have to know, when you are chanting any divine mother's name or Krishna's name, your intention behind that chanting is very important. Out of love, if you are chanting, somebody will, all of them will take you. But for desires, if you are chanting, quite possibly your desires may overcome. But if somebody has sincerely made an effort, God sees that effort. And there is a thing called grace marks. We will pass this exam of life by those grace marks. Krishna's grace, Lalita's grace, Bhagwan's grace, Guru's grace. So don't worry. Okay. All right. Pranam Guru Maa, my apology. I didn't attend the Bhagavad Gita lecture on Zoom. This is for the first time I missed a lecture. No worries. It is on YouTube. You can see. Sudhaji is writing same thing in Bhagavad Puran 2. Yes, same thing. All right. So Ma, when I'm chanting Lalita Sahasranam every day, when I wake up in the morning, I feel as if I'm still chanting her names in my mind. I feel very good. Wonderful, wonderful Jayanti. This is how the state of mind has to be. All right. Because even if in the night, if we have to pass away, people pass away well in their sleep. Oh, wow. If my mind is chanting Bhagwan's name, even in my sleep, and I pass away, wonderful. That's what the whole purpose was. We achieved it. So Lalita Sahasranam, if you are chanting every day, and in the morning also, if you are feeling, that means in the night, if you get up to drink water, that chant will go on. So which is a good practice. Wonderful. Desireless chanting is the key. It's okay if Ma, Lalita or Krishna. Yes. Desirelessness. Yes. All right. So I think I answered everybody. Should we end the class now? Jai Shri Krishna. You all have a Lalitamai day and a Lalitamai evening. Jai Shri Krishna. Hari Bol Jai Ma.